Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Wolfenite Insights. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Today I'm actually going to be talking about the energetic hygiene. I'm going to explain to you what it is and what you can do to maintain a healthy, clear, energetic hygiene. So as you can see on the table, we have our adorable little pop figure Merida. She is going to represent us, okay? She's going to represent our physical body. So if you're wondering where the energetic hygiene is located, it's actually our aura. So if we look at Merida, her aura would be a circle all around her, and it would look something like this. As you can see, there's a red yarn around Merida, and that would represent our aura. Now, obviously, it doesn't represent the exact size of our aura, because with taking care of your hygiene and being aware of your aura, people can actually expand their aura to be a lot bigger than what they expect. But usually the aura is extended around 6 feet around a person, even if they're not aware that they have their aura or what it is. So the moment we're born, we have a beautiful aura. It hasn't been tainted, it hasn't gone through anything to cause any problems, right? So what I want to make clear is that the aura is a barrier, and it's here to protect us. But like any barrier, we have to take care of it. And if you don't, it can create little holes within your aura, and your aura can weaken. And when your aura weakens, then it gives a possibility for people around you to end up draining your energy. That's why sometimes when you hang out with certain people or you bump into certain past friends, you leave that conversation feeling drained. That's because your aura was a little bit weak, and the person was able to feed off of your aura. Some people don't do this on purpose, and then there's other people that are energetic vampires that actually do this on purpose because they need this for survival. Now, in regards to the aura, it's always, like I said, a barrier. However, going through traumas does create a rupture in your aura. It actually begins to create holes, and these holes can look something like this. Now, obviously, we're using Merida as an example, but when you look at a person who has holes in their aura, they have it all around them. Above, to the side, below them, is just all around. It kind of looks like a honeybee hive, where it has all those little holes, and you could see the structure of the honey cone, like the inside of it. That's kind of what it looks like when someone has a lot of holes in their aura. So these ruptures can happen because of trauma, because of stress, and sometimes it could be that your aura has been weakened because you haven't cleaned it out, and you've been so drained that if someone were to make you upset or cause something to cause you a lot of fear and anxiety, it can create this rupture in your aura. Obviously, you can fix all of these ruptures. You can repair all of these holes. If you've experienced trauma, it does not mean that you're always going to have a hole in your aura. It just means that you need to take a little bit more time to be aware of all your triggers and go throughout the day realizing these triggers so that you can cope with them, ground yourself back to the earth, and keep moving forward. Now, something that I do want to explain is when you do have these holes in your aura, it is a lot easier for you to have psychic attacks. What happens is that the negative entities out there in the world are able to notice you because you have these holes, and they attach themselves to your aura, and they start draining your energy each and every day. And that's something you can see with people that are in a very deep depression and have extremely high levels of anxiety, as well as people that struggle with addiction. It's something that is just stuck on them, and if they don't clear it, then they just keep going down that rabbit hole, Obviously, all those people need to find their help, which is a therapist, counseling, things like that, but also helping your energetic hygiene makes the process move a little bit more smoothly. Now, in regards to psychic attacks, when you have these holes in your aura, sometimes what it can cause you to have a lot of sleep paralysis, where you are just being attacked over and over. You see things just harming you, and usually it's a sign that your aura is very weakened and that you probably have a hole in your aura. Another thing where you can find out if you have a hole in your aura is if you're having a dream, and in your dream you have some kind of really bad skin problem, or you actually see holes within your skin. That is something I've experienced and other people around me have experienced, and it happens to be that's their subconscious way of letting them know that they have some holes in their aura and they need to start taking care of their energetic hygiene. So with that, I hope that was clear enough for you guys to understand what the energetic hygiene is. It really is just you taking care of your aura and taking the time to really nurture that energy bubble that you're born in. Lastly, I do want to bring up that sometimes, going throughout life, going through the grocery store, going to the gas station, things like that, these little entities thing can just latch on just because you can have a very healthy aura, and by any chance, because they look at that healthy aura, they're like, let me attach myself and see if I could just live off of their life force. And that's why energetic hygiene is very important, because then you're able to remove that, weekly or daily. And then you don't have to do like a really intense cleansing when just so many things have overpiled on your aura, and then you're just carrying this murky gunk in your aura, but that's something I also wanted to share just so that you're aware of. But I hope this part of the video made sense. Now the next part, I'm going to be letting you know what you can do in order to cleanse your aura and keep up with your energetic hygiene. Now the first thing you can do in order to cleanse your aura and keep up with your energetic hygiene is taking a bath. This is one of my preferred methods. It has been a method that has helped with just, healing those holes in my aura, making sure that my aura is one whole bubble again. And it really helps in removing all of the week's gunk. I had an overload of just a very tough time out in public with people and things like that, the weekly bath is one of the things that has been my go-to and the one that I feel helps me the most. And that's because I'm more of a physical person, where I have to do things physically in order for me to understand that it's been done and it's working. Now with the bath, obviously first you want to take a shower. You want to make sure that you are squeaky clean, you've removed all of the day's grime and everything, and then you set your bath. Now I'm gonna tell you guys that if you don't have a bath, you can grab a bowl like this, and what you're gonna do is, again, shower and have clean everything off, and you're gonna have your bowl, but this is something you want to do before you hop in the shower, okay? What I'm gonna show in this bowl are the same ingredients you want to put in your bath if you actually own a bathtub, okay? So the first thing you want to do, whether you're taking a bath or a shower, you want to wash everything away. Once you've washed all the dirt off of your body, you're going to create your bath. You're going to make the bath water as warm as you can handle it. Obviously not piping hot, because you don't want to burn yourself. You just want to have it warm where you feel comfortable and just are able to relax. And the first ingredient that you're going to use in the bathtub, as well as in your bowl if you don't have a bathtub, is salt. So here I have a mix of sea salt and Himalayan pink salt. I hope you guys can see that. And I want you to know that you can use any salt. You can use plain table salt that you could buy for 99 cents, or maybe it's like $1.50 now, or you can buy pink Himalayan salt or the white sea salt. Any of those salts work, and they work perfectly fine, especially if you're on a budget, because I know the pink Himalayan salt can be kind of pricey sometimes. So usually if you have a bathtub, I usually do 2 scoops. Like, you just do 2 little scoops like this, and you put it all in your bathtub. Now, if you don't have a bathtub, what I would recommend is 2 tablespoons of the salt in your bowl, okay? And that's gonna be enough to cleanse away all the things. The next ingredient that you need is a lemon, preferably a yellow one, but if there's not a yellow one around you because they're not in season or something, a green one works just fine, okay? I want to make this accessible for everyone. I've done it with both a green and a yellow lemon, and it works just fine. I personally just prefer the yellow one. So with this one, you're gonna cut it in half, and you're gonna squeeze the juice into your bathtub of a full lemon, or you're gonna squeeze the full lemon into your bowl, okay? Also, if you're like me, likes to be a little extra sometimes, you can slice up the lemon, another lemon, and have those little slices float in your bathtub water. That's not necessary. That's more if you want to relax and take some time with just cleansing yourself, Now, the next thing you're gonna need, and this one is very important, is rosemary oil, essential oil. And rosemary is one of the most protective essential oils out there. If you have rosemary in your garden, I would just cut a piece of rosemary and put that in the bathtub, or I would cut a piece of that rosemary and boil it in some water and pour it into this bowl. But in case you don't have rosemary fresh like that, the essential oil works best. What you want to do is in your bathtub, maybe put like 6 or 7 drops of rosemary essential oil into your bathtub. And if you have a bowl like this one, then you want to put maybe like 3 or 4 little drops of essential oils, okay? And that's gonna help cleanse your aura. It's gonna help remove anything that is stuck there, and it's gonna just lift away all that negative energy, little entities that you maybe picked up along the way, and it's just gonna poof, take it all off. The lemon does the same thing. The lemon is really powerful in removing negative energy, especially in a bath for your aura. The next one that you want to use is patchouli, because now that you've removed all of that nasty stuff in your aura, all of that gunk, patchouli is actually very powerful in the sense of bringing in unconditional love, but it's also super protective and soothing. This is one of the essential oils that a little bit goes a long way. So if you have a bathtub, only 2 drops of patchouli is enough. And if you're doing it in a bowl, just 1. Patchouli is so strong and it's so powerful. I know I did this once and I didn't know the powers of patchouli. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, my aura expanded all the way 12 feet around me, and people who were walking towards me that were 12 feet away from me were able to smell the patchouli, and that's what I took a bath 2 weeks ago. I really trust baths because that energy and that cleansing really stays and protects your aura for a longer amount of time. But like I said, if you don't have a bath, the bowl is just fine, and I'll tell you exactly how to put it on after you finish your shower. Now, lastly, we have clove. Clove is very soothing, and I just very much like it. It's protective as well. And with this, if you're taking a bath, I would only put maybe 1 or 2 drops as well, and in this bowl just 1 drop as well. You don't need too much clove. Clove is just one of those extra little things I like to add because I feel like it really helps. So with that, you guys, you've created your bath water or your bath bowl. And when you're taking a bath, you want to make sure that you can relax yourself as much as possible. Minimally, stay in the bath for about 30 minutes. If you want to stay in longer, go ahead and stay longer. But there's something really important. When you're taking that bath, it is important for you to dunk your whole head underwater. Okay, so if you do have your hair treated, there's gonna be other tips I'll give you so that you don't have to worry about like, oh no, I can't get my hair wet. But I have the utmost faith in baths, okay? I just wanna make that clear. So if you don't have a bath and you already made your bowl of water, you finish showering. Now, something I wanna make clear is this bowl that you're gonna do, you wanna make it before you hop in the shower. So with this bowl, you actually wanna put the water as hot as possible, because by the time you finish showering, it probably already cooled off. So once you finish showering, you're gonna grab this bowl, and you're probably gonna grab another little bowl in which you can scoop the water from this where you can scoop the water from this bowl, and you're gonna actually pour it on yourself. And you're gonna start from the crown to your head. You're gonna pour it all to the top of your head. Make sure it touches your face, your back. You're gonna pour some on your shoulders, your arm, and you just wanna make sure that all of this water goes all over your body, okay? So if you need a bigger bowl, which I would definitely use a bigger bowl. I think I would use a pot, like a soup pot, you know, one of those that are kind of this big. Those are the kind of bowls I would use, but for the purposes of this video, I grabbed a smaller one, okay guys? So once you've poured all of this water on you, you want to air dry. That goes the same for the people that are taking a bath. You want to air dry, and that's gonna allow your body to absorb these essential oils, the minerals, and the lemon as much as possible, so that maybe in the future you could have all of this protective energy around you that lasts for 2 to 3 weeks, kind of like how it did when I put patchouli in my bath. Now I just am more aware. I only put patchouli, just one little essential oil, but people can really smell that being 12, 15 feet away, and they'll be like, wow, I smell patchouli, and then they come closer and they're like, I don't smell it anymore. But it's because they were actually really sensitive, and they were able to smell my aura, which I thought that was very interesting and very cool. So this is, like I said, tip number 1 on how you can do your energetic hygiene. This is something that you want to do weekly. And if you have a feeling that you're like, oh my goodness, I have not been cleansed at all whatsoever, I feel drained all the time, I'm exhausted, I feel people taking away my energy, I would recommend doing this bath or this bowl for maybe 3 days. If after 3 days you don't feel it, then do it for 7 days straight. And after those 7 days, then you can start keeping up with it weekly. Okay, so I hope this one helped. The next tip is going to be calling on Archangel Michael. So I personally work with Archangel Michael a lot. I work with him for preparing before my pick a card readings, for any kind of personal reading, even doing energy healings. I trust him completely, and I've worked with him for a long time now. And to me, he's shown to me that he is very powerful when it comes to cord cutting and when it comes to cleansing your energetic hygiene. So this is something that you can do that only takes maybe 3 to 5 minutes a day. What you want to do is find a quiet place. It could be in your car, it could be the bathroom. It doesn't matter what kind of position you're in, whether you're laying down, whether you're standing up, or you're sitting down, okay? What you want to do is call upon Archangel Michael and ask him to surround you with his transmutative light. Some people see this light as fire, other people see it as just a bright purple cobalt blue light. I've seen it as like a very intense purple that kind of looks blue. It's a very interesting color. I know that everybody sees differently, and I respect the way everyone sees Archangel Michael. There is no wrong way to see him. It's the way he presents himself to you. And it's also, I've noticed, the light that you need at that moment in time. So when I call upon Archangel Michael, I ask him to surround me in his transmutative light and lift away all lower vibrational energies that do not serve my higher purpose. I also ask Archangel Michael to sever all cords between me and the people I came into contact with throughout the day, and to heal these cords independently so that they don't reattach. I also ask him that once all of this low vibrational energy has been lifted away and the cords have been severed, I ask him to replace all of that energy with God's unconditional love, his unconditional divine light. And I just sit there taking my deep breaths and just imagining myself after the transmutative light that for me is like a fiery purple blue. After that, I imagine myself engulfed in white light. And that light, I sit in it for maybe about 10 to 15 deep belly breaths. And then I thank Archangel Michael for helping me cleanse my aura and helping me just invite divine source light within myself and my aura. Now, if you're worried about having holes in your aura because you've gone through a lot of trauma and you were triggered that day, what I usually do is I call upon Archangel Michael and I call upon Archangel Raphael. And once Archangel Michael has surrounded me in his transmutative light and he has cut the cords, I ask Archangel Raphael to heal any parts of my aura that may have been weakened or that may have created a hole. I ask him to engulf me in his emerald green light and help my aura heal and repair itself in any way that needs to be repaired for my higher good. I allow myself to sit in this emerald green light for maybe 20 to 25 belly breaths. And once I've done that, then I ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to engulf me in God's divine light. So to me, the divine light has presented itself as a golden white light, very beautiful light. And I just feel that light around me. I embrace it and I expand that light within my aura. I visualize myself and this light expanding to, at this moment, 12 feet around me, above, to the side, and below me as well, like a big bubble. And once that's been there and I've sat in this light for maybe 10 to 15 deep belly breaths, I thank Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and then I just go on through the rest of my day. You know, you can do this at any point of the day. Let's say you came in contact and with someone who has a lot of heavy energy and you're just like, oh no, you can call upon Archangel Michael and have him cleanse your energetic hygiene right then and there after that meeting. Or you can do it every night. That is something I do. I do this practice daily, especially if I know I'm not going to have a chance to do my baths because when we could travel, I'd be traveling. So that is something I would do daily just to keep it up and just to have myself feel energized and feel protected in all my environments. Now, tip number 3, you can actually create a little spray bottle. Now, tip number 3 to cleanse your energetic hygiene is with a little spray bottle. You can actually grab any spray bottle. As you can see, this is some old hair product spray bottle. I cleaned it well. I made sure that there's no residue. And this spray bottle is something you're going to be carrying with you throughout the day. Now, I do want to make it clear that when you make this spray bottle, the lifespan of the ingredients in your spray bottle are probably 5 to 7 days. It really depends on where you live and the temperature that you live around. I live in a very desert, hot area in the summer. So the life expectancy of my spray bottle is about maybe 4 to 5 days. In the winter, because it's so cold, it's such a drastic change. The length of my spray bottle's life expectancy is about 8 to 14 days. So this is something you really want to check and make sure. I know when I first started doing this, I used a clear spray bottle just so I can track the life expectancy of my spray due to where I was living in that moment in time. And that's something I would recommend you to do since we're not going to be putting any preservatives in this spray bottle. So you have your empty spray bottle, and one of the ingredients you're going to need is this Florida water. It's a beautiful smelling water. It has all of the flowers that you ever need, and this is actually used in many cultures, and it's protective, it's healing, and it really helps cleanse the aura. I've used this and it has really helped me as well. So this is the ingredient that you need. The next ingredient that you need is a little quartz crystal. I hope you can see it here. It's clear, kind of see-through. And the reason why I like to use a clear quartz crystal is because you can actually tell it what you need it to do. You can program it. And in this case, this quartz crystal, I program it to protect and to transmute all negative energy that doesn't serve my higher purpose, to wash away any gunk, anything that I have picked up throughout the day. So when you're gonna program a crystal, you want to cleanse it first, whether that's you leaving it out on a full moon, the full moon light to cleanse it, or leaving it out in the sun for the whole 2 days, then that also cleanses it. Once you cleanse your crystal, you want to hold it in your hand, maybe put your other hand over it and pray over your crystal, asking it to remove all negative energy, to protect you from any negative energy that you encounter throughout your day, and to keep you safe and grounded within the earth. Once you've done that, your crystal has been programmed. And once the life expectancy of your spray bottle is complete, you want to take this crystal and cleanse it again, okay? This crystal, I usually cleanse it once a week, depending on how often I'm using my spray bottle. It's just good to cleanse your crystals continuously. Now, the next ingredient you're going to need for your spray bottle is rosemary. Rosemary essential oil honestly works best. So once you have these 3 ingredients, all you need to do is open your spray bottle. You're going to take some of this water, and what I usually do, I fill it about up to here, because that's how much I use throughout the week. I use it up to here, and maybe you'll actually need more. So once you fill it up to here, you take some of the rosemary, and you want to put, for a size like this, I put 3 drops of rosemary. Once you've done the 3 drops of rosemary, you take your crystal and you just pop it inside. You close your spray. You give it a little shake, and then your spray bottle is complete. Now this spray, I actually use it in the morning and night. I use it in the morning once I've done my whole day, I finished everything. I actually spray it all over myself. So an example of this would be, you have Merida, right? So let's pretend this is you, and you're gonna have the spray bottle. Instead of just spraying around your neck, you're actually gonna spray above your head, and you're gonna let the mist wash all over you. I usually spray all above myself, like in front of me, and then I walk into that spray, and I try to spray also in the back, and I walk back. This spray is kind of like you're spraying it all over your body, but also your aura. And it does not smell bad at all. It actually smells really good. It smells like you have some perfume on, but it does help in cleansing your aura and protecting it. It's more like a shield. This spray works more like a shield. So if you've already done your bath and you don't feel comfortable with working with Archangel Michael or Archangel Raphael, that is okay. You can create this spray bottle and it maintains that protective energy every day that you use it. So I do it in the morning to protect me, and then I do it in the evening, after work or once you've come home, in order to make sure that whatever you may have picked up, because sometimes some energies are really just intense, it just cleanses and washes it away. Okay, but definitely this is something, it's more of a protective factor. The bath cleanses out your aura. I just want to make sure that's clear. So that's tip number 3. The other tip is crystals. So I personally enjoy crystals. Crystals are also a protective way to use them. One of my favorite crystals to use is labradorite. Labradorite is actually one of the crystals that protects your energy. It protects and transmute negative energy around you, but it also helps you tune in with your intuition. So with the stone, you'll become more aware of the people that are carrying gunk in their aura that might accidentally pass it to you, or you might become more aware of energetic vampires. So then you can try to avoid them if you can, but you only need a small stone. This one's kind of big, but if you have a big purse, you can carry it in your purse. If you usually want to get a smaller one, but for the purposes of this video, I'm showing the little bigger size that I have so that you guys can see it. Another good stone that's used for protection is the smoky quartz. The smoky quartz crystal actually transmutes any negative energy that may be around you at that moment in time. It actually cleanses simultaneously as well as protecting you. So like I said, you can buy a tumbled little small size and carry it in your pocket, carry it in your purse, wherever you need it. The other crystal that you can use to protect your energy, your aura more than anything, is black tourmaline. Black tourmaline really helps in regards to protecting you from negative energy. It cleanses it simultaneously, but it also protects you from the electromagnetic waves, from Wi-Fi, from your cell phones, from microwaves, from all of those things. And it helps you also relax, and if you struggle from like anxiety, helps ease that away as well. A really good protective crystal is fluorite. It removes anything that is of lower vibration, and it also protects you, what I've noticed, from psychic attacks. This is a big one that I have, a fluorite point. I really love it. It's very beautiful, but like I said, you don't need anything big. It could be as small as this and it'll still do the job, okay? The next stone that really helps is hemite. Hemite is one of these stones that for me has done very good in transmuting negative energy, protecting me, and just keeping me safe from anything that is not for my higher purpose. I usually buy these as jewelries, and when I buy them as jewelry, you have to make sure that you cleanse them. Now, I've actually stopped using jewelry, so I actually use these little pebbles, these little tumble rocks, and I carry them in my pocket. When you're using crystals like this and you're using it for your energetic hygiene, you want to make sure that you cleanse them. I usually cleanse them every week, every 2 weeks, it all depends. Your crystal will let you know when you need to cleanse them, and the way that I've noticed these crystals in particular for protection and for cleansing your energetic hygiene is to actually bury them. So once they've done their work, they need to re-energize and they need to remove that extra negative energy that they picked up from you. So if you go to your front yard, your backyard, whatever it is, and you dig a small hole, you can place these stones in the dirt, and then you bury them in the dirt and you let them stay there for 3 nights. After the third night, which would be the fourth day, I believe, you can unbury them, wash them, remove all the dirt, and you can start using them again to protect you and to cleanse any energy that you come in contact to that same day. So that's something I've done. And then the last tip that I have is a meditation. Now, with this meditation, you want to be in a place where you can sit comfortably and you can have the soles of your feet planted on the floor. So what you're going to do is you're going to find a place to sit. You're going to have your feet flat on the ground and you want to sit relaxed. You don't have to have your back super straight or anything. You can lean back into your chair if you need to. And the first thing you're going to do is take in 5 belly breaths. So that's inhaling at a 5 count, holding for 7, and exhaling at a 5 count. So it'll be inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna do this 5 times to really ground yourself, relax, and center. Once you've done that, you're gonna, with your eyes still closed, you're going to imagine golden roots coming out of the sole of your feet and going down into the earth, anchoring itself within the earth's core. You're gonna take a couple breaths here, and then you're gonna visualize a beautiful golden light coming from the universe, from the center of the universe, and flowing in this beautiful light through the crown of your head, which would be your crown chakra. You're going to see this beautiful golden light come from the universe. It's going to go through your crown chakra, down through your body, to the soles of your feet. And at the soles of your feet, you're going to start filling yourself with this golden light. It's going to move up as you continue to breathe, move up to your knees, to your hips. You're going to sit here with this energy at your hip area. Then it's going to go up your lower back, the center of your body, into your heart center, out into your arms, into your neck. You're going to hold this light in the back of your neck for a good while, and it's going to fill you all the way up to the top of the crown of your head. Once you're there, you're going to take more deep breaths and you're going to imagine this light expanding outside of your body. And the more you expand it, that represents your aura. And the more you practice it, the more your aura can expand outwards and become a very large aura if that's something that you need. Personally, I like to have my aura around me about just 12 feet. To me, that's a good number. Other people like it more. I would not recommend anything too close to your body, like 3 feet away, only because then that's not enough shelter. I felt like the bigger your aura is, the more it shelters you and protects you, the more intuitive and aware you become of your surroundings. So once you've imagined and expanded your aura for as far as you want it to, where you feel comfortable, you sit there in this light and you thank the universe for removing all over vibrational energy from your aura, removing everything that does not serve your higher purpose, and healing and repairing any holes, damages, tears that you may have in your aura. And you want to thank the universe for cutting any cords, any attachments to other people that are feeding off your energy. And you're going to pray for them, asking the universe to take care of them so that they don't feel the need to take your energy. You stay in this energy, you inhale it, you feel it, you vibrate within it. And when you're ready, you thank the universe. You open your eyes slowly, you wiggle your toes, your fingers, and then you bring yourself back into your body, and then you can go on with the rest of your day. This practice is something I like to do every 3 to 4 days. It really does keep the aura strong, and it does help your energetic hygiene and keeping your aura strong and cleansing it. I personally like this version as well as the weekly baths, and like I said, you can use any of these tips. They're here to help you. This is a practice you want to maintain, whether it's weekly through the baths, whether it's every day with the sprays, with your crystals. But I want to make something clear. The spray and the crystal is more to maintain once you have already cleansed. And the ones that really cleanse is the bath and the meditation, as well as calling upon Archangel Michael and Raphael. Once you do that, then you can use the spray to maintain and the crystals to maintain as well. Well, I hope you guys learned something new. I hope this video was useful for you guys. I know it's a little bit on the long side, but it has really good information. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I will get back to you. Or if you're a little bit shy and don't want to leave comments there, but you have some questions, you can go ahead and DM me in my Instagram. You can find the link to that in the description box down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it with anyone that you feel can benefit from this information. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. It really helps me grow, and I appreciate all the people who've already subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you're able to keep these energetic hygiene tips throughout the year 2021, or whenever it is that you're watching this video. Thank you so much for your time, you guys, and until next time, bye-bye.